Unless you've been living under a rock, you would know how much people have been talking about Gear 5th since last year when it first came out, and over the past month or so, it's been hyped up even more, especially now that in a few days, Gear 5th will be revealed in the anime. In life, there is so many times where something new has been compared to something old, and Gear 5th has been talked about and compared to a lot of other anime transformations, especially Goku's first time going Super Saiyan on Namek. This debate whether or not which is the better transformation, which is more iconic, has been all over the anime community, and I thought it was an interesting topic and I wanted to talk about it today. But if you guys enjoy regular anime content, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. With that away, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's talk about whether or not if Gear 5th is the better transformation over Super Saiyan. I think this debate stems because of how similar these two characters are. Luffy was inspired by Goku. They both fight for their friends. Their personalities kind of the same. They're both dumb and goofy. They're both super strong. They eat a lot. They're both pure of heart. I believe there was a One Piece Dragon Ball collab where Luffy, he could ride on the Nimbus Cloud. They're just so similar. They're probably two of the most popular characters in all of anime and manga. Goku for anime, and I know a lot of people can make the argument for Pikachu and Naruto, but everyone knows Goku. He's on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades, and so many people talk about him. Heck, even my parents know who Goku is, and they don't watch anime, and they're dang near 50. Luffy, he is the most popular character in all of manga. He's always on the front covers of Weekly Shonen Jump, and even when there's a collab of all other characters, Luffy is generally in the middle. So why are we having this debate? Like I said, I've seen so many people claim that Gear 5th will surpass Super Saiyan and will be the best anime transformation, and I've made different YouTube shorts and different TikToks asking the question, what makes a transformation the best? Is it the design? Is it the emotion behind why the person transformed? Is it the buildup? Is it what pushed these characters in order to transform? Is it the meaning? Is it why the person's transformation goes well with their character? Is it how well the character fights after they've achieved that transformation? I think there's so many stipulations of what considers something to be the best. We're going to talk about both Gear 5th and Super Saiyan. I want to start off with Super Saiyan first because it was the first one to come out, I believe, in 1991. And I wasn't even born yet. That was like, what, 12, 13 years before I was born. This was Goku's first transformation in Dragon Ball Z. He had the Great Ape in Dragon Ball, and technically Kaioken is a technique, not a transformation. This transformation was hyped up the entire Frieza saga. We know how much Frieza feared that a Super Saiyan would be born, because a Super Saiyan, it has the potential to surpass Frieza in terms of strength, hence why he ended up destroying Planet Vegeta. Granted, that was on Beerus orders, but for the sake of the video, that's kind of nitpicking. There were so many times that in the Namek arc, Vegeta thought that he had achieved Super Saiyan when he really didn't. With how strong Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta had gotten in that arc, and none of them had achieved Super Saiyan, we all speculated and wondered if the transformation was actually real or was it really just a legend. And then it happened. After Krillin was killed, Goku was the first Super Saiyan to exist in 1,000 years. He got golden hair and was much stronger than Frieza and ended up defeating him. With how much the Super Saiyan transformation was hyped up, I'd say that it definitely exceeded our expectations. Super Saiyan definitely paved the way for a lot of other transformations in the series. Just to name a few, there's Super Saiyan 2, there's Blue, there's Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct, Gohan Beast, and there are other regular Super Saiyan transformations that happen. I think the whole Tingle thing with the Universe 6 Saiyans in Dragon Ball Super is kind of dumb, and I think it made it less impactful. But for this video, we are strictly talking about Goku's first Super Saiyan transformation, and I don't think that there are any other first Super Saiyan transformations that surpass him. Maybe future Trunks, his transformation was pretty sad and pretty dope, and why he transformed, I could see the argument for that, but I'm still picking Goku's on Namek. Now this point right here is a little bit nitpicking, but I'm still going to include it. I don't really like how quick we left the Super Saiyan transformation. I know that in terms of the context of the story, that technically when we got Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3, that years had passed and different individuals trained in order to achieve those forms. But as a viewer, it felt like less time and it was quicker than what it was. So for a Super Saiyan transformation that was legendary and so many different individuals had tried to achieve it in the past, the fact that we got off of it so quick was a little bit of a letdown for me. Now let's talk about Gear 5th. Unlike Super Saiyan being Goku's first transformation in Dragon Ball Z, Gear 5th will be Luffy's last transformation. And for the most part, I guess you could say a lot of different individuals never really talked about Luffy's Fruit that much because, well, in the series and in the community, we all just assumed that Luffy was a rubber man and that the Gum Fruit wasn't anything special, and that Luffy made that fruit special, which he kind of did because he didn't even know that it was the model Nika, but the world government, they tried to hide it. Shanks ended up stealing the fruit, and Luffy is now Joy Boy. He has one of the strongest and one of the most unique double fruits in the entirety of the series, and honestly, it fits his character perfectly. Luffy wants to be the freest person in the world, and having this fruit allows him to be as free as he wants. He's fighting in whatever way he imagines. It's goofy, it's cartoon-like, and it really goes well with Luffy's character. We still don't know entirely what all this double fruit can do, but as time goes on, we'll definitely see it. I definitely think that the Super Saiyan transformation paved the way for a lot of other transformations in anime. Luffy's gears, Naruto and the Nine Tails, Ichigo and his hollow forms. But at the same time, I also can't tell you what the Super Saiyan transformation excels in. In terms of design, I'm definitely picking Ichigo's final Getsuga Tensho. Why did somebody transform? I would either pick Gon or Kaneki because of Gon, turning into an adult because of what happened with Kai going against Pito, and then Kaneki, him turning into a ghoul after being tortured, accepting himself. Then when it comes to a fight scene with that transformation, I would pick Naruto's Baryon Mode versus Ishiki. I think that Boruto, even though it gets a lot of hate, that they did that scene justice. And whose transformation fits their character the best? I'd say probably Eren because of the Attack Titan, him being angry against society and nobody being able to contain him, or Luffy because of how well his fruit goes with his personality. But at the same time, I said all of that, but I can't tell you guys that there has ever been a transformation like Super Saiyan to this day, and I saw it when I was 7, and this scene still gives me chills. There's no transformation that does it like Super Saiyan. To me, Gear 5th and Super Saiyan is a lot like the whole Jordan versus LeBron debate. There are two legends, but there can only be one GOAT. And I think a lot of people of the older generation would pick Jordan because they watched him and how he changed the game and all the success he had. But at the same time, in my generation, I think a lot of people would pick LeBron because of the different records that he holds and longevity. And who would I pick? LeBron, because I saw him play. 2013 is probably the best basketball player that I've ever seen. And for Jordan, I can only go off of him based off of highlights and different documentaries like The Last Dance. So I think that LeBron, he's my GOAT, but at the same time, I can understand why people would pick Jordan. This is similar to Super Saiyan and Gear 5th. I like both, but if I had to pick one, it would be Gear 5th. I like Luffy more as a character, the abilities that the transformation has, and I think that the transformation fits his character a little bit better. But at the same time, I respect Super Saiyan and understand why a lot of people like it so much, in that it paved the way for Gear 5th to happen. I don't think that there is a definitive better answer. I think it's all opinion based and subjective. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on the debate whether or not if Gear 5th will surpass Super Saiyan. Will it be the more iconic one? Which is better? Like I said, I think it's all opinion based. But let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. It's on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.